Seoul, South Korea, the K-pop world has been shocked by the shocking news that one of the biggest idols in the world, Jungkook, a BTS member who has just been rumored to be transferred suddenly to another hospital. This sudden decision caused various speculations among fans and the media, given that earlier the agency stated that his condition was under control. If it's okay, why move it? News of Jungkook's transfer first emerged after some fans standing guard around the hospital where he had previously been treated noticed a suspicious movement. Some medical staff were seen busy, and some medical vehicles were in and out with tight security. Until finally, local media reports confirmed that the idol had actually been transferred to another hospital. This decision raises a big question mark. Is it true that the reason for this move is solely due to inadequate facilities? Or is there something more serious about Jungkook's health condition that was deliberately hidden? The fact that the previous hospital was unable to handle his condition was enough to make ARMY, as BTS fans are called, panic. According to a report from an unnamed insider, the first hospital that treated Jungkook did not have complete facilities to deal with his specific condition. Although there is no official statement about what illness or injury the idol is experiencing, but if the hospital admits its limitations, this is definitely not a small problem. The hospital where Jungkook was first treated is known as one of the best in Seoul, so it is natural that the question arises. If the hospital alone cannot handle Jungkook, then how serious is his condition really? More worryingly, some sources say that this move was done very quickly, without even having time to give an official announcement first. This reinforces the notion that something bigger is going on behind the scenes. One of the things that makes this news even more suspicious is the agency's silence. Big Hit Music, which is usually quite quick to provide clarification regarding the condition of the artists, this time seemed slow in giving an official statement. Instead of giving clear information, they simply stated that Jungkook is in the best possible care and the hospital has taken the best decision for him. However, this statement actually raises more questions than answers. If there really was nothing to worry about, why didn't Big Hit immediately explain the reasons for this move in detail? Are they trying to cover up something so as not to cause panic among fans? Or did they not get the full information from the medical team themselves? It didn't take long. Wild speculation began to appear on various social media. Some fans are even beginning to suspect that this transfer is not just a matter of hospital facilities, but there could be an element of pressure from certain parties. Several theories have suggested that Jungkook may be suffering from a more severe condition than initially reported, so the move was made to keep him out of the media's spotlight and fans who might panic if they saw his true condition. Meanwhile, another more extreme theory states that there are those who try to control information about Jungkook's health. Given how much influence BTS has in the world, it is possible that there are certain interests that try to control the narrative circulating in the media. Armies around the world are now in a very anxious state. Many are trying to find out which hospital is now treating Jungkook. Although the information seems to be deliberately kept secret for security reasons, many also criticized Big Hit for not providing more transparent information. We just want to know that Jungkook is really okay. If it's just a matter of facilities, why not explain in more detail? This even caused panic, wrote one fan on Twitter. One of the doctors involved in Jungkook's treatment at the first hospital gave a brief statement to the media. However, what is interesting is the last sentence he said before leaving the interview session. All we can do is make sure he gets the best treatment. The rest, time will tell. This statement is even more curious among fans. What is meant by the rest, time will tell? Does this mean that Jungkook's condition is indeed more serious than expected? Or is there something they are trying to hide? As news of Jungkook's transfer to another hospital grows, theories and speculations run wild. Not a few are beginning to wonder, is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Why couldn't the first hospital known for its state-of-the-art facilities handle a world star like Jungkook? Some fans began to suspect that the move was not just a matter of inadequate medical facilities, but that there was a possibility that certain parties wanted Jungkook to be transferred from the hospital. But who wants this and why? In addition, another more worrying theory is that Jungkook's condition is actually much more serious than reported. Many assume that the agency and the hospital deliberately hid the full information in order to avoid global panic among BTS fans. Interestingly, since Jungkook was transferred to a new hospital, the level of security at the site has increased drastically. A number of reports from people in the vicinity of the hospital said that additional security personnel had been deployed, including some staff who were seen using radio communications intensively. This triggers more questions. If it's just a matter of ordinary displacement, why should there be increased security? Is there a threat to Jungkook that is not yet known to the public? Or is the hospital trying to keep information about Jungkook's condition from leaking out? Some fans are even trying to find out which hospital is now treating Jungkook. But so far there is no official confirmation from the agency or reliable sources. This further reinforces the notion that something is being hidden from the public. In this increasingly mysterious situation, another surprising news emerged. Jungkook's family is rumored to have intervened and helped oversee the idol's care directly. This is rare, given that Jungkook and his family usually keep their privacy very strictly. The presence of the family in such a situation further reinforces the suspicion that Jungkook's condition may be more serious than reported. If it's just a matter of hospital facilities, does the family need to intervene directly? Are there any major decisions they have to make regarding Jungkook's treatment? In addition, some sources mentioned that some BTS members had also tried to visit Jungkook, but not all were allowed to enter. This adds to a long list of unanswered questions. Why is access to Jungkook so restricted, even to those closest to him? After the pressure from fans is getting bigger, finally the Big Hit Music again issued an official statement. However, as expected, the statement is still very general and does not provide many details. In a statement released via social media, Big Hit stated, Jungkook is currently undergoing treatment under the close supervision of the medical team. We ask for understanding from the fans to make room for Jungkook and his medical team. His safety is our top priority, and we will provide updates if needed. Unfortunately, instead of calming fans down, this statement further muddied the atmosphere. Fans felt that Big Hit did not provide enough clear information. They considered that if Jungkook was really in a non-alarming condition, the agency should have been able to explain the situation more transparently. Many began to speculate that Big Hit was deliberately withholding information because there was something they did not want the public to know. However, the biggest question remains the same. What really happened to Jungkook? Amid the confusion that engulfed the fans, more surprising rumors emerged. Some anonymous sources claimed that the decision to remove Jungkook from the previous hospital was not entirely a medical decision, but rather an element of outside pressure. This pressure is touted to come from stakeholders with Jungkook's image as a global superstar. In the Korean entertainment world, where the health of idols is often a sensitive issue, there are allegations that some parties are trying to control the narrative about Jungkook's condition so that it does not adversely affect his career or the company that houses him. However, if these rumors are true, who is responsible for the pressure? And more importantly, is this decision really in Jungkook's best interest or just to protect the interests of the other party?